Welcome back to Finklestein Creative Studio, where we love creativity and collectibles. In this video, we're going to be unboxing all these awesome Diamond Select Diamond for Christmas figures. Let's get straight into it. Finklestein Creative Studio. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. We love the Nightmare Before Christmas movie, and these Diamond Select figures look like they just came off the movie set. These three figures are from Series 1, and Series 1 being Jack Skellington, Jack, and the Mayor. And then, we were lucky to get one Series 2 figure, which is Dr. Finklestein. In this series, also includes the Pumpkin King and Sally. And let's start this unboxing with Jack Skellington. So this figure comes with his base, his thing to pose him, and the character himself, Jack Skellington. So a really cool thing that they added was the attention to detail. They're super movie accurate. We're just gonna set him up with the base he comes with and everything. One thing to be careful when you use this figure is that his joints are very fragile. So I like how instead of just having stripes on it, they kind of use a dry brush technique and also gives it that jagged Nightmare Before Christmas style. Also, I like how they went with this face for Jack because this is a pretty happy face which can go along with most standard poses. These figures have a ton of articulation points, but you gotta be careful how you pose them because the articulation points are very fragile. We like how his hands are sculpted, and we also like all the details on his collar and his bow tie. Jack in general is a pretty simple figure, but they nailed this figure. For the price of 25 bucks, I think this is a really cool display piece for any Nightmare Before Christmas fans.
And I, Jack, the Pumpkin King.
We love this Jack figure. Now let's move on to the next one. Next up is Lock, Shock, and Barrel. As you can see, they seem to have a lot of accessories and to be super detailed. Let's get them out of the box.
Jack sent for us.
Specifically
By name. Lock.
Shock.
Barrel.
So inside the box comes with 3 figures, a base for each figure, their coordinating masks, and a lollipop for Barrel. Let's talk about the details on these figures, starting off with Lock. I really like how they got his signature hairdo, and I like how they added the gaps for the mask. Another cool thing is that all these figures are really movie accurate, like the way their clothes are sculpted, and like their hairstyle, and even the faint black lines on their hair. Barrel's details are also really cool. The little parts where the skeleton pieces are raised. Same thing for Shock. I really like how the hair is sculpted perfectly, how it's all like crazy and everything. The hat's really cool, how it has this little curve right here. Some articulation points of these figures are the fact that they can turn their head left and right, and then they have pretty standard up and down at the shoulders. They can turn their hand at the wrist, and then the legs can move, and the feet can kind of turn. They don't use magnets and nothing for the mask. They actually use a pressure fit. And a cool thing I like about these figures is that you can actually see the eyes through them. Because sometimes when figures have masks, you can't see the eyes. But for these figures, you can. And Barrel's is a little different. He actually has, like inside, those little places where they like pop in. So you just kind of push it on. It doesn't attach to his hair or nothing. You just kind of push it on. And for Shock's, she kind of has this little gap where these little pegs can kind of fit in. These figures are super movie accurate, and we love all the attention to detail. We also like the fact that these figures add bases because they wouldn't be able to stand on their own.
And we thought you didn't like us, Jack.
This dynamic trio is really cool and all the attention to detail. Now let's move on to the next one. Next up is the Mayor.
In this town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise.
Here's the Mayor outside of the box. He comes with a clear translucent base and has the ability to actually turn his head so he can be scared or he can be happy. He doesn't have that many articulation points besides his wrist, his shoulder. He can move it back and forth. Same on this side. And he can turn his head. This figure is a different material than the other figures, and also, he's hollow. I like the attention to detail on this figure. And also, I find it really cool how you can just turn his head, and this is perfect for stop motion or just to be able to pose it. I like this technique that I keep seeing on the figures. They put like a light colored plastic base, and then they go over with like a dark dry wash or a light dry wash to pop the highlights out. I like all the details that he has, like his mayor pin, which is really detailed and sculpted, and his spiral pin right here, which is like one of my favorite parts of the movie, where he like crawls everywhere and he's like trying to get in, then he like when it dies he just puts it on it again. And also the pockets, his nails, and the subtle line work on his face is really cool. Now, let's move on to the next one.
Come out now if you promise to behave. Charlie. Charlie. Oh, gone again!
Here's Dr. Finklestein out of the box. This figure is really cool. The first thing you notice is that he has like wheels on his wheelchair, so he can move, he can actually move and everything. And also, this figure can actually be removed out of his chair, but he's in a pretty standard position, like he's sitting a little bit hunched over using the controls on his wheelchair. He can move at his shoulders. He has like rotation at his shoulders, and then can move right here on his legs. The coolest thing, in my opinion, is the fact that you can lift up his cap and show his brains.
What's that?
The chair is actually really well done, all the details. And also, I like how they didn't just go with one solid color. It actually has two different ones, a dark black, which is like leathery, and then it has like this like dark brownish metal on it. The details on the wheelchair are really surprising. Like this tiny wheel back here, whatever this is, and then these wires. Even the little stitches right here on the back are super detailed. Overall, this figure is really cool, and all the details and tiny little like nods to the movie are really cool. Just like all the other figures in this series, Dr. Finklestein is super accurate and it has a lot of cool details. These Diamond Select figures are really cool. It feels like I got replicas or like recasts of the actual figures that were used in the movie. All the tiny little details, like his brain being able to like open, and then like the fact that you can take on and off their mask, the head turning, like how perfectly he's sculpted and everything, just really makes you feel like these are actually like movie used props. My favorite figure in this unboxing is Jack Skellington. Let us know which one's your favorite down in the comment section below. We want to give a shout out to Diamond Select Toys for sending us these awesome figures to review. If you guys are interested in adding these awesome Never for Christmas characters to your collection, go check out diamondselecttoys.com or check the link in our description. If you guys love collectibles like we do, go check out our collectibles playlist. We do a bunch of cool unboxings. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Fine Tip Creative Studio.